Let us check it out. What kind of cock cups do we have in here? Aren't I usually up here? Okay. I don't see... They say the mark in the center. Is there really a left one? There is. I don't see it on my screen. I see it in the stream. That's hilarious. Well, it's still barely visible. I think we'll go in between. It's always fine. It's always wine. Good evening, Joda. Oh, motion blur is off by default. I very much like that. Heck yeah, the soundtrack. Plan to play this later. Awesome. Did it go down? Okay. Now it did. Alright. Alright. Seems we're done. Got extras, cutscenes, art gallery, achievements, collectible credits. Maybe we'll have a look later. Here we go. Dead men are heavier than broken hearts.
I ran out to get a pack of cigarettes, but I left my wallet at home. Yeah, that's me. I'm getting old. My name is Sonny Featherland, an investigator for 20 years, and once the star of the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department, one half of the legendary Chicken Police. But buying a pack of smokes is more than I can handle right now. Maybe I should just lay low.
How does a chicken smoke?
The most colorful place in the wilderness. For all the gods, what bullshit.
Oh, that
chicken,
the dress.
Color left this city years ago. And slowly I'll turn gray too.
Apparently they can hold guns too.
Still, what do I expect? We're living in a vast experiment, and don't even notice that everything got clucked up a long time ago. We believe in this wonderland of peaceful coexistence. Wolves
exactly,
and
Jimmy.
sheep,
Exactly.
Chickens and hounds. Yeah, sure. Why not? It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
The dog eats the chicken. It's in our nature. I'm not propping up the illusion anymore. 121 days, and it's over. Retirement.
What do chicken do when they're retired?
What could possibly go wrong? Ah, crap. My office lock is a piece of shit if a dame can pick it. She stood in the darkness. The light painted stripes on her body. It whispered secret little things that were never there in the first place. But she was no zebra. Reality was just a light switch away. Elizabeth or Charlotte? I was sure she'd have a sophisticated-sounding name. She had a bygone look in her eyes, older than this ancient building, and perhaps the whole city itself. Or maybe I'm just drunk. But she was the first womanly thing in my place for a long time, so I had to give her a chance.
Do you reckon? I don't know where it would be optimal. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, this looks freaking amazing. I want to adjust the volume a bit further. What? There was a lot more audio up settings in the main menu. Fuck. Because the cutscene was perfect, but this was a bit quiet, so I wanted to... Fine. Fine, alright. Hello.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Deborah, Miss Deborah Ibanez.
Okay, that was bad. What about here?
You're mistaken, ma'am.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, really? Please enlighten me, Mr. Featherland.
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Mr. Philmar Lowe instead of me. He's a nice guy.
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident I came to you.
The animals have like perfect lip sync. Are they animals though? Seeing the transformation here kind of freaks me out a little.
Look, miss, I work for the police and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to. Not even from a classy dame like you.
Looks weird as fuck. Yeah. Yeah. Like this is much better when it's like it's just the chicken head and then there's the shirt, so you don't see this. Where the chicken apparently turns into a human being.
Am I that easy to read?
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in, would you like a drink?
Mm-hmm.
I don't usually drink.
Oh boy.
Well, I've got to have one. And it'd be rude of me to drink alone. So, maybe some sherry?
If you insist. But bourbon, please.
Huh. Thank the wild ones. That's all I have.
What a coincidence.
She doesn't usually drink, but she's like very specific in what she wants.
So come on, spill it from the beginning.
Do we not get to hear that? Okay.
I don't see colors anymore. Only emptiness. Everything faded. I need another drink.
After like enough drinks, I'm sure the colors will get back.
Books I'm never gonna read. Maybe nobody ever has.
My last cigarette.
My last cigarette. You're lucky I don't have a light, pal. My wallet and my badge. The wallet is real. The badge ain't. Chief Bloodboil took mine. So I got this one out of a pack of cornflakes. Just in case.
Out of any sort of cereal, it's cornflakes. Don't they have a chicken in the cover?
She doesn't seem so dangerous that I need to grab my gun, but you never know.
Okay, let me have a look at my stuff. Got people. Got places. Codex. Okay, I think this is... Wow, the lore. The Chicken Police is a famous detective duo. Santino, Sonny Featherland, and Marty McChicken gained fame through a case the press called the Bloody New Year's Eve. They flew high for almost 10 years when a fateful brawl put an end to their legend. There's a series of novels about them by Meredith H. Marble. They had published 10 books over the course of 7 years before the series faded out of public interest as the Chicken Police itself. Wow. 10 books in 7 years? Holy heck. Can I like click on this? Ah, okay, cool. Clawville's been an independent city-state for more than 900 years. During the city's foundations, 4 nations joined forces represented by the 4 animal figures and the 4 hands on the crest of Clawville. In reality, the tribal alliance of the reptiles and the great insect clans had also played an essential part in the city's founding, but they never got to be represented on the crest. This gave birth to a political and cultural antagonism between the species. Clawville preserved its political autonomy, and the dream is that it's the only state in the wilderness where predator and prey of any race can live in peace. Hence the name, the City of 1,000 Colors. 3 gods are revered in most places across the wilderness. They're the great wild ones who make up the holy trinity of creation, destruction, and silence. Hariti is the goddess of creation, Tapti is the lord of destruction, and Nikvatiti is the genderless ghost of silence and nothingness, keeping the balance between creation and destruction in their never-ending conflict. Wow, we've got stats on things. Questioning points, scenes visited, 1 out of 32. Achievements unlocked, codex entries found, personal informations found, 1 out of 97. Gallery entries unlocked. Detective rank Greenhorn. This bad man, I've done nothing though. And this is my inventory. Alright, it's got all the stuff that I just picked up. That bag animation was dope though. We don't need to call anyone.
I don't even know what these papers are.
It's like, this is my desk, I know, and this is my office. I know nothing that goes on in here.
Every whiskey has the same color nowadays, at least in this price range. I promised myself I'd write a novel one day. The Wild Gentleman.
It's a lot of
Those
stuff.
guys rebuilt the city after the Great Fire of 867. My heroes when I was a little chick. I'm starting to think they should have left Clawville as it was, burned to the ground.
I just can't stop smiling while playing this. I think that's a good thing.
We used to be star cops a few years ago. Tabloid press, radio interviews, and even a book series. I don't miss those days. Of course, Marty, my old partner, would disagree. He just loved the spotlight.
I wonder where he is now.
M.B. Davis, the eternal king of jazz. The photo is from the days of jazz prohibition.
What?
I only heard the old man live one time, but I'll never forget that night. And not only because I woke up at the harbor without my gun, my badge, and my pants. This is one of the most beautiful memories from my old life, before Molly left me and took our daughter.
Damn. probably Molly then, because it does not look like a cock.
The good things in life don't last long. The best ones always leave first. I saw that in the window of a shoe store. I never understood it, or what it had to do with shoes. I wanted to travel the world when I was a kid, but I think I'm gonna end up dead in here, whether I like it or not. Behind that door lies the kingdom of dirty clothes, cigarette butts, and empty bottles.
Ew. Alright, so...
Who is this dame, anyway? And what the cluck is she doing in my apartment on New Year's
What
Eve?
the cluck? I love that.
That's better. Now, if I understand correctly, your mistress is receiving threats. What kind of threats, exactly?
It's a very strange matter. First, there were letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift. Then carved into a brick, thrown through the window. And finally, they painted it on the wall of the house in giant red letters.
I think it's time to dig a little deeper. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you some routine questions.
Please, that's why I'm here.
Questioning. Victim, a lady, is the target of some strange threats. All of them are written. And are written is like underlined. Species Impala. I love that they have like the Latin name. Is that? I'm gonna quickly Google Impala. Oh, apparently it's also some sort of car. But yeah, it's basically it's that animal, that deer-looking animal. Imagine if people were somehow like very specifically categorized. It would freak me out. How do we question? How do we? How do we question? I want to get more of these. They have a new Comfy series where all of them are wearing some kind of blanket. Exactly like Movia J Comfy. And I freaking need them. I just need to get myself to order. So this is how we question, alright? Focus on what you know about the suspect. Is he or she suspicious? Concentrate on that. Look at that face! Yes, like this! Oh my god, I need to show you. I need to show you! I'm so sorry. Okay, here's the animal. But shop. Look at that. Look at them. Look at them. They're all wearing some sort of animal blanket. I kinda I kinda need these. So cute. This fella is rather suspicious. I need to concentrate on that. John Doe acting kind of sus. Detective meter. Alright, let's try this out. He's suspicious, I'm suspicious. Why are you suspicious? Uh-huh. Gather impressions from the suspect. Every impression adds a new question line. Wearing the fur of our enemies. Yeah. I just imagine frog fur. It's just weird. New impression, questions, so many options. Suspicious. Can't wait to try this. Detective meter is your best friend. It shows how well the questioning is going. Keep it on the positive side, okay? Yeah, don't be a bad detective, I guess. Blah blah blah. I like that. Plus 100.
I must be cautious and
I'm
smart.
from you!
This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to her, or I could scare her off. Let's start gently.
Somehow
When
that
time
cracks
comes,
me up
we
even
can
more.
go in hard.
Okay. Let's try this. Damn, I don't know where to put my camera so it wouldn't be in the way of something. Yeah, well, they are fluffy, so it's kind of fur. Yeah. Where do I put my cam? Help. Help. I don't want to keep constantly moving. But I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage, but I must be careful about what I say to her, or I could scare her off. Let's start gently, and when the time comes, we can go in hard. Like, yeah. That's probably what he just said. Who exactly are you, ma'am?
Who exactly are you, ma'am?
I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
Why did you dodge my question?
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate matter, right?
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more. This means simple paperwork, most of the time.
You've been thrown into deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you even swim?
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you, if not even more.
We got plus 10 for clicking the only option. Which part of the city do you live in? You're not very confident. Are you sure you're right? I'm not gonna attack her. Confidence just yet.
Tell me, which part of the city do you live in? Calavera Hills? Flowerville, maybe?
Look, I don't want to answer that. I'm here on behalf of my employer, and not on personal business.
Right, but you said that they wrote on your house, right? She be kinda sus.
Fair point, Deborah. Let's try a different approach.
Did you have to visit me on this evening? Stop playing the frightened pea. See, shy and doubtful. Which is why I don't want to, like, be aggressive.
Why did you have to visit me this particular evening?
I have my reasons. I may look like a silly little fawn, and maybe I am, but I still have common sense.
I don't doubt that for a second, Miss Ibanez.
This day is essential to my mistress, and she thought it's also important to you.
A message in itself, for sure. But to be honest, even you are.
You know what? I'll just take that as a compliment, even if it wasn't meant as such.
Why did you come visit me and not her so? Even know what you want? Were you born or raised? Well, that's more personal questions.
Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself?
My employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko. She hasn't been leaving her home lately, only if she really has to.
Haven't us all. Well, tell me about it.
How so?
Miss Natasha is afraid. She's scared because of those unwanted messages, and everyone knows who she is.
Were they on her wall, not this person's, not Deborah's?
So she's that kind of woman.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We're finally getting somewhere.
Right?
We avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question. Let's focus on that.
How did you get this address? What exactly did you expect? What do you want from me? Are you toying with me?
How did you get this address?
You know, my mistress has exceptional connections.
If they were so exceptional, she wouldn't have chosen me.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Detective. You are the head of the famous Chicken Police. Am I right?
Hey, we're partners. Yeah, Gretchen. We're partners. I'm not the head of anything.
Was it a raccoon with a scarred face called Zip who recommended me? He hates me.
No, Mr. Featherland. I don't know anyone like that.
Lucky for you, Deborah. What do you want from me?
Me?
Oh, don't be silly, Deborah. I mean your employer. I was just talking to myself, out loud.
Well, Miss Katsenko thinks you're a great detective, and you're also reliable. That's why I came.
Did she also give you the lockpick?
Please, could you let this go? I'm really embarrassed.
No.
Sorry, sweetheart, I'm just teasing you. As soon as I saw you, you were forgiven.
That's very nice of you.
It has nothing to do with being nice, Deborah, but you're welcome.
You ever felt truly vulnerable? Don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious? What's this first question? What the heck? What is that supposed to be?
Don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious?
Look, Santino, I'll explain everything.
I have no doubt about that. You look just the type, sweetheart. No offense.
I'll take that as a compliment. Or maybe I'll act like I haven't heard it.
You see, we're starting to understand each other.
Yeah. Hi, crazy. Tell me, why should I believe you if you won't complain? What's the point of all this? You have walked into the Chicken Police questioning her. Deborah. Sonny's just questioning Deborah at the moment. We're just getting our first case.
If you won't come clean, what's the point of all this?
But, Mr. Featherland...
I can't stop smiling when I'm playing this. This is awesome.
I'm sorry, sweetheart, but I'm way too old for this game.
Please, just think again. For me and my mistress's sake.
Yeah, she's trying to like get me investigate something that's happening to her employer. I don't know about that, but this can be very trippy to look at.
Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
Because my mistress trusts you.
Well, I don't know her.
Should that be enough?
If you really like what she thinks you are, then yes.
Damn, what can I say to that?
Look, I didn't mean to back you up against the wall.
You have a way with words, sweetheart. Did you ever want to be a cop?
No, not for the world.
Heh, smart answer. Be honest and tell me what you're so afraid of.
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress's partner is Hobart Wessler. Or as most people know him,
Ibn Wessler, the Kingpin.
Ibn.
exactly.
Feathery gods, help me.
So you get it now. The secrecy.
No, not quite. I'm confused.
To put it mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. This little piece of the puzzle changes everything.
How come? My focus accuracy was 60%. I'm a decent cop. Can I take this and apply it to Police Academy? The employer Natasha's current significant other is the infamous gangster Ibn Wessler. Right, okay. See, I didn't quite catch who or what he is. 4 stars! Not bad! If I say so myself. So, thank you. Thank you. So that was the questioning part. Deborah. What do we do now? Hobart Ibn. One of the most well-known gangsters of Clawville. Real estate mogul, bank director, museum owner, distiller, smuggler, and information broker. And that's only the half of what I've heard about him. He has his dirty little paws everywhere in the city's under. Are you telling me that the cat is dating a brat? She's the employer of Miss Deborah Ibanez. Allegedly, she's receiving serious threats. Currently the girlfriend of the notorious gangster Ibn Wessler. This explains a lot. She's afraid and she's secretive, or she's just secretive and an outstanding actress. In any case, not everything she told me is true. I'm pretty sure about that. Her employer currently bolsters the ranks of Ibn Wessler. Right, a lot of this overlaps, so I'm skipping stuff. Right, so what do we do now?
Why don't you take it to the police? Just go there and file a report. Photos, flashing lights, fingerprints, you know the drill. The evidence is very clear. Even a moderately talented detective could easily wrap this case up. Or just try the phone. 555 111.
Please, take a look at this.
Well, okay. Let's see.
I know Molly very well. Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend and treat her as a gentleman. Signed, N.
I know Molly very well.
Damn it.
Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as gentleman. N.
My accent wasn't as good. Czar Club. Damn, that sexy Rhino. Hey. Can we visit this place?
I felt like I'd been hit on the back of my head with a blackjack. Reality tilted. Molly. Good gods. What was her name doing there? I glanced at the opposite wall with the well-worn picture frames. Like an eternally dark hole in the wall. A missing piece. She was wearing a light silk dress and singing a lullaby. The waves caressing her beautiful long legs. Why Molly? Why now?
Mr. Featherland? Santino, are you all right?
What the hell is this supposed to mean?
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you. She said you'd understand. Don't you?
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's starting to look like blackmail.
Blackmail?
Don't play innocent with me.
But...
All right. When can I visit?
Visit? Me?
Not you. Miss Katsenko.
Oh, yes. You can find her at the Tsar Club.
Didn't you tell me she's not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable? Or does she only like loud and crowded clubs?
No, she's really not like that. But she owns the place.
Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club, especially on New Year's Eve, right?
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko, but there's one small problem, Mr. Featherland.
What is that?
Let me guess. Mr. Wessler better not know about my visit.
Exactly. How did you know?
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Sonny.
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of mine would be happy to take you home if you'd like.
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.
A bunny friend. Awesome. So, can we go? Famous nightclubs in the city, owners of the juiciest booties and hardest fists frequent the place, and it's famous for not serving cops except if they're knee-deep in the dirt. But like, the map icon isn't available. How do I travel there?
Thank you again, Mr. Sonny.
Don't mention it, Deborah. I had no other plans for today, except drink. But tell me, do you have a light?
I'm sorry, I don't smoke.
Thought so.
I know
Bunny named Lewis feels like an Alice in Wonderland. Could be. Could be. How do I get to the club? Do I call my bunny friend? Or what up? Five 932. Okay, thanks. Okay, I thought I'd have to actually pull it myself. Was it 932? I forgot.
Hey, Lewis. Am I bothering you?
No. Of course not, Sonny. Old friend, what's up?
Could you come over? I've got a favor to ask if you're not busy.
For you, anything. Just a minute.
Hello?
Lewis arrived a few minutes later. He lived in the rooms above, so it wasn't difficult getting here. Not to mention that he's a rabbit. It was a quick hop. The Atlas Hotel was his inheritance. It was once a well-renowned place, but not anymore. The last economic crisis ruined it. And now, besides me, he was the only resident of this enormous place.
Oh. Hi, Lewis.
Thanks for being so quick, Lewis. Can you drive Miss Ibanez home? I have some things to take care of.
Of course, Sonny. You know, anything for you.
Thank you for being
He's
so considerate,
cute.
Sonny. I appreciate it.
Don't mention it.
Goodbye, then.
So long, Deborah.
I don't
Before
say
I
stuff
visit
like
the
that
club,
often.
I have to take a detour. I've got a feeling that this case isn't going to be a one-man job. And there's only one bird in this city I can trust. My ex-partner, Marty. He's going to be at the station. I can only hope he'll be willing to talk to me.
Heyo! Main scenes move the story forward. These scenes also determine which locations open up or close down. You need to complete all of these if you want to beat the game. Okay? Limited scenes are open for a specific duration, which is determined by the main story progression. If you are a completionist, be sure to visit all of them before you move to the next main scene. Don't you think bunnies are cute? Close scenes cannot be reached for the time being. This state will often change throughout the story progression and can be temporary or permanent. Got it.
It was New Year's Eve, and I was driving, half drunk, risking my whole life's work. But still, it didn't feel any different. Every day was the same. And the 121 days I had left till my retirement seemed like an eternity. When I look out the window of the hotel room I call home, I see the same thing every day. A woman in a red nightgown dances slowly in circles to smooth music. The 9 o'clock show, with a glass of cheap bourbon and the red gown with the silent music. In the meantime, the proud city of Clawville is slowly eating itself alive. And we're still here, with nothing left to lose but our sanity, while others, the smart ones, had already
McChicken,
gone.
isn't that like the McDonald's
Molly.
thing?
Does her name really upset me this much? All those years of solitude, and I still jump without question every time I hear it. And then there's Marty, my ex-partner,
At least
who
sounds
hates
like
me. But I know I have to speak with him, no matter what. Why do I feel like the past is watching me on this goddamn night?
Awesome.
I knew where to find Marty. At the station, we'd always draw straws about holiday duty. Marty never joined in. He always took the New Year's Eve shift, even though he had someone to go home to. I understood. 10 years ago, we survived the night the press called the Bloody New Year. Forgotten by Clawville, but not by us. We both left parts of ourselves behind that night.
What happened that night? Hello?
Well, look at that. Hey, Sonny, what you scratching out over here? I heard the big boss threw you out.
Tough luck, boys. I may not be on duty, but I'm still a cop, just like you. Well, more than you.
Poor dudes, like, their raincoats have holes in them because their spikes are coming through.
Hey, you don't have to be so peckish, old bud. By the way, you're on luck. Blood Boil's not in tonight. Malloy is in charge.
Oh, gods. That clumsy buffalo is here tonight. If he doesn't end up in a cell again, he's lucky.
McChicken is your go-to order at McDonald's, much tastier than their burgers. Oh, is McChicken like chicken nuggets?
You got it.
You looking for Marty, eh?
His voice, there's something about him being so cute and tiny and then such a tough voice.
I see you're still the brains around here,
I can't
Phyllis.
take it.
Yeah, I'm looking for Marty. Birds of a feather flock together.
I see you're still the funny guy round here. You'll find the giant feather duster at the shooting range. As always.
It's like a burger but with chicken instead of... Oh, right, yeah, okay. That's what I had in mind. Yeah. Sorry. It's... Because I consider a burger to be... anything with, like, buns at top and bottom, kinda. Not a sandwich. That's weird. Why is a burger not a sandwich? Anyhow.
Hey, Royce. I'm telling you this because maybe you'll be able to understand. If this prickly shithead makes another racist remark, I'll strangle him with his own raincoat.
I'd love to see that.
Hey, whose side are you on, you jerk?
Back in the day, I used to patrol the city's streets in one of these. I don't miss it, but it used to have its advantages.
Wow.
This happened when that old bloodhound, Blood Boil, was promoted to chief of police.
Alright, and there was a shootout because of that?
Every time this poster disappears, good old Blood Boil puts it right back, immediately. I tore it down at least 3 times already. Actually, it's a kind of passive-aggressive game for us with the chief.
They actually call it a sandwich. Alright. In Finnish, they're all like burgers, hampurilainen. So I think that's why it confuses me.
Here we are again, Clawville Police Department. I've never been good at history, but if I'm not mistaken, this place has been a church, a hospital, and even some insane cult's secret hideout over the years. Anyway, the place holds the secrets of the ages, and some drunk pigs in the basement.
Yeah, I much prefer the chicken sandwich. Yeah. Or even a fish burger. I really don't like the beef thingy. It's just gross in my opinion. Also, the chicken and the fish one have like the good like fried crust. Oh yes, much better. Fish sandwich, yeah, like just like the chicken burger, but fish burger. And Jimmy said that they don't call it a burger, they call it a sandwich. So I called it a fish sandwich. Now, like, what? I don't know what I'm supposed to call it anymore.
Monica Rosen, receptionist in theory, but in reality, she's doing literally everything around here. Like the beating heart of the PD, She's too good for this place, even for this city.
But, I mean, I don't like, no matter what the burger place is, I never choose beef. Because I don't like beef. Though we had some steaks for Father's Day, like, those were awesome. But, like, basic burger, like mincemeat beef, I don't want to think about it. Friends and Burger just opened near us and the burgers are great. I've been to one once and yeah, I mean, it has the actual burger steak in it. Which, you know, again, I'm not a huge fan of, but I can understand why they're great. At least it was like a proper meat stuff.
Hey, Monica.
Hey, Boss Bird. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be celebrating somewhere?
Every day's a holiday since I got out of here.
I can tell. But what are you doing here? Are you here for a file? You know, I'm a little busy right now.
Yeah, you could look after a few things for me, but first I'd like to talk to Mr. Big Beak McChicken himself. Those two prickly assholes told me he's emptying the magazines in the hole.
Favorite burger place back in Norway has a burger with bacon and melted blue cheese. One of them places has stuff like that too here. I just don't remember which one. It costs the same as better places? Really? That's good. There's like no reason to go there then.
Like always. And if he carries on like that, he's gonna use up all our ammo. So it would be nice if you drag him out of there. You know how this day is for him.
I've eaten in a fast food burger place, like an actual burger, once in the last many years. And I hated the last time I was there. Like, I ate it because nothing else was open. Absolutely nothing else was open. And I was starving. So we went to Hesburger. I have bad memories. I don't want to think about that. Like, afterwards, I wish I would have been just starving instead of having eaten that. That's how how much I hate those types of food. Oh yeah, makes sense because it's so close. Yeah. Every time you do, you remember why you don't. Yes. Yes, I understand.
For him?
You know I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so just sign here and you're good to go.
Thank you, darling.
Don't mention it, Boss Bird.
Marty drinks this shit. I've never tried it, but I'm pretty sure it's gross and probably toxic. Mort Mardigan, a notorious deadbeat. Poor guy's been blind since his teenage years, but that doesn't stop him from running into trouble. What the cluck did he do this time?
Started getting other stuff from your local Chinese takeaway instead of fish and chips. Excuse me? Excuse me? You take away fish and chips from a Chinese restaurant. What?
Mort, you scabbiest beast. What the hell did you do?
Morty to you, sonny boy. Everything's fine. There was just a bit of trouble in the bar, and someone got knocked on the head with a glass. It wasn't my fault. I'm as blind as a bat, am I right?
I love his beard and the like bushy eyebrows. Oh my god.
Did that ever bother you, Morty?
Listen, sonny boy. Go tell them to leave me alone, eh? It's New Year's Eve, after all, and I didn't even do anything wrong. Not that wrong.
Where's your little lapdog to get you out of this mess? Is that little pimp of a midget still sniffing around you?
Jesse is a good boy, Sonny. And he's good to me, believe me.
Oh, God, spare me the details. When will you finally realize that little shit's been using you?
Oh, of course he's using me. What could a pretty boy like him want from this old monster, eh? Still, Sonny, I have no one else. Do you understand that? Don't you?
What's prawn? I'm sorry that the music pauses. Oh, like shrimp. I see.
Even you deserve better, pal. By the way, you look horrible, even for yourself. Are you feeling okay?
I've not tried that on pizza. I usually, like, I've always been a bit iffy about shrimp ever since I was a kid. I've never liked them. I do eat them, like I don't pick them out if food has them. Like I've had shrimp on pizza. A bit bigger than shrimp. Yeah, but like basically the same thing. Not much different, I'd say. Yeah, I'm not an expert either. That's why I call everything that's weird and pink and curvy and has stripes on it, it's a shrimp.
Well, I'm not what I used to be.
But like, I'm
But
getting
neither
used
are
to them
you, judging
now
from
in
your
sushi.
voice. But I'm seeing a doctor, sonny boy. I really am. Are you?
Actually, one of my favorite sushis is the one with the like fried shrimp on top, and then the tail part is super crispy. That's great.
Don't need to, Mort. I'm fine. Anyway, if Bubo prescribed you something, don't even think about taking it.
I don't talk to that insane owl.
Damn right.
Now you want sushi, I'm sorry.
Please, say something on my behalf, okay? I really don't have time for this Detective Buffalo shit.
Hey, careful with that. Buffalo Malloy is the chief today.
Yeah, there was one time I ordered some noodles from this Singaporean place. And I meant to order a specific meal and I wanted it how did it go? I don't remember if I meant to say that like no shrimp, if it like already had shrimp in it, or if you had to choose like which kind of meat do you want in there. Anyway, I accidentally somehow ended up with shrimp. Well, it was such a big dish that I couldn't even eat the whole thing, and I kind of poked the shrimps out. I still ate a few, and it was alright. Even before a shrimp character, now that I want to see.
Like I care.
I'll try to speak for you, but keep it down till then, okay? You don't need this shit, and I don't need it either.
Sonny boy, you've always been a good friend.
More like a clucking pigeon.
Like, I wanted to say that it had like both chicken and shrimp in it, but that sounds weird. I'm not sure if I'd be telling the truth if I said that. But I have a feeling that I meant to order that and just say like, please no shrimp. I don't remember.
Detective Chow Hound Bosco.
It was like
he thinks he's a
during
real
summer.
alpha, but nah,
While
he's
ago.
just a lapdog.
Holy wild ones, look what the cat dragged in.
Hello to you too, Bosco. I see you're busy as
Oh
always.
my god. The fluffy arms. That then just like become non-fluffy.
I've been sniffing around one of the rundown joints. You know how it goes. And boom, this son of a lizard comes flying out the window. I didn't know the lizards could fly. So, Mort was being a bad boy again. Nothing unusual. And you? Still dying?
Noodles are so good. Noodles are so damn good. I feel like I've been missing out on those my whole life. It's like how they make them in Asia is very different how like I would make them at home. I still don't know how they make them. I've tried to Google that and I've tried to cook that, but it's like not turning out how I want it to be or how I thought it should be. Damn, it's so good. So luckily it's cheap, so I just do takeaway when I can. Great noodles in Korea. Oh, I bet.
I'm still a cop for another 121 days, Bosco. It's as unpleasant to me as it is to you.
All right. No need to bite. I wasn't trying to mess with you. You have Moses and Plato for that. And of course, Blood Boil.
Let's hope I won't run into any of them tonight.
Looking for Marty, eh? Ever since you left, he's kinda lost. He's trying to hide it, but he's not the same bird.
Well, I don't think we'll have a teary reunion, thinking about how we parted.
So I left and he's still doing his thing.
Let me give you some advice, Sonny. Let him rage. He'll be the same after that. Anyway, he was the one that shot you, right?
What?
You should be mad, not him.
There's a lot of different types of noodles. Yeah, apparently. I usually just take a random one and I'm not sure, like, I never remember which is which, but they're all great. Some of them are like wide and flat, and some of them are like super thick. Some of them are super thin. I don't know. But they all have names, which obviously I don't remember.
It's not that simple, Bosco, but we'll see how he reacts.
Never
Thanks
had
anyway.
bad noodles, so.
No worries, pal.
Honor, strength, unity. For the love of the wild gods, I'm gonna be sick.
When you order noodles sit-in, they're served in a heated container so that they keep cooking. Oh, I've never had that. I've just had regular plates. Shooting range.
Officer Jardine. They say she's clever, smart, and dangerous. We need more of her kind in here.
Probably similar to pasta with different names for each shape. Yeah. And also the fact that they can be like rice noodles or egg noodles or wheat noodles, I guess.
One of Blood Boil's favorites.
Whatever they are.
Mainly because he's a dog, of course. This is gonna be a hard ride. Last time we saw each other, he had a smoking gun in his hand, and I was bleeding. I don't know how we can get past that, but it's worth a try.
Oh my god, you... Did I ever tell you this? I went to this like new, at least for me, sushi place one time. And you know, normally they also have like a warm food section with, you know, I guess Chinese food in there, so that you don't have to like only have sushi. There's like noodles and rice and like different sorts of beef and chicken like sauces and stuff. Well, I was craving for noodles, so I went to check the warm food section. And I just took what I thought were the noodles. They were literally the only noodle looking things in there. And when I started eating, I realized it's just spaghetti. Like, no kidding. It was like, even though you think about noodles and spaghetti, they seem very similar, right? But they weren't even fried, and I was just like, I don't know if I ever want to come back here again. I felt so stupid because, you know, you can have noodles, just noodles in some sort of sauce, and they're good, right? With a little bit of onion and stuff. Like something about just like plain spaghetti. Noodles aren't pasta. No. But you can use them in similar ways often. But this was not one of those times. Keep your gun clean, Mr. Lawman.
Long thighs and a big gun. That's Marty's idea of a perfect woman. Can't blame him for it.
Noodles and meatballs? I wouldn't be too mad about that, actually. Maybe not with a tomato sauce, though.
Hey, Marty.
Like, I've definitely just, like, cooked some noodles. Oh, he's here. And heated up some, like, ready-made meatballs. Mixed them up and had that a long time ago. That wasn't too bad.
Oh, well, look who's here. Hello, Boss Bird. Were you lost? This is the PD building, you know?
Okay, he's sassy.
Cut the shit, Marty. We're better than this.
Well, at least you are. Better than anyone, huh?
Marty, come on, let's forget that. What's past is past.
What did I do?
Easy for you to say, Sonny.
Damn it, Marty, you shot me, remember? I almost bled to death.
Hell yeah, I remember. Unfortunately, my aim wasn't good enough.
I need your help, okay? That's what you want to hear.
Well, it's a start.
Maybe it was like eating spaghetti with, you know, the sticks. Maybe that's what made it too weird. I don't know. Everything about it was so weird, though. Egg noodles with melted blue cheese stirred in and chili powder, topped with small fried bacon bits. Doesn't sound bad. Sounds pretty good.
Okay, I've said it. I won't do it again.
Yeah, right.
So, are you in? Just for tonight. Small case. We'll wrap it up in no time.
What kind of case?
A personal one.
Marty seems like a huge rooster.
How personal?
Very. The kind of case where if you come with me right now, you're not on duty anymore.
Ooh, damn, Sonny. Stop it right there. I'm in.
I think he's being sarcastic.
That's it?
Do you know how boring life is
really?
here without your stupid, reckless shit?
He's serious.
Soon enough, I'll shoot all the ammo in here out of boredom. Right, so tell me, what's it about?
I'll tell you in the car.
I wanted to practice shooting.
Ooh, can I bring Bertha?
Ah, for the love of... Marty, this is a routine case. You can't bring your shotgun, okay? Bertha stays.
Bertha is his shotgun.
Okay. But at least Susie can come, right?
All right, Susie can come.
What's that, your handgun?
That's what I want to hear.
Hey, there were 4 weapons here. Where are the others? You're not bringing them with you, I hope.
Oh, we're going to a bar, aren't we?
Yeah, that's the point.
And? What?
A buffalo killer and 2 handguns? We're only there to sniff around, not start a goddamn war.
Ah, war, bar, what's the difference? Ah, it's frickin' New Year's Eve, right?
Guess we need some fireworks.
Of all that's furry, you know what? I don't even care.
That's the spirit. I was just about to go when you came in, so if you want shooting practice, maybe turn on the lights first.
You're right. I'm gonna do that.
All right. Does it matter where I shoot them? What the fuck? Wait, I got minus points. Ah! Okay. How do I... You don't shoot the elephants. Sometimes it takes him a long time to even... See, like, he won't shoot. It's something about the gun. How long is this gonna go on? Hey, I beat Marty! I beat Marty! Those poor civilians. Who needs instructions anyway? Just shoot everything. Yeah. Yeah, she's risking it all for her baby. Cool.
Still drink coffee?
Yeah, my only poison. Except for guns, of course. And women.
What else?
We could visit our old haunt. What do you think?
Oh, a nice cup of Zips coffee and the hot dog. I'm in. Oh, and maybe we'll get into a little fight too, huh?
Take it easy, Marty McDonald's.
If it comes to that, I'm leaving you without a blink.
He gonna be McNuggets if you don't calm down.
Oh yeah, like last time?
Those were different times, Marty. With a different Sonny.
Well, alright. To the city, then.
You don't have to come with me, you know.
Okay, I know. Let's go. Sonny, there's a little problem.
Not so little, and it smells, too. What the furry hell is Blood Boil doing here?
Well, it seems we can't avoid speaking to him.
Picking up shit. Yeah. No.
Oh, yes, we can. You have your rifle with you, right?
What?
Just kidding. Sort of.
Unless...
What a surprise. The two pigeons back together. And without my permission, of course.
You have an undone button. Ah, yeah!
Chief Blood Boil.
Damn.
Okay, I'm gonna cover it.
What was that, Santino?
Nothing, sir. What a lovely evening. Am I right?
I don't want to hear your crowing, Santino. What the hell are you doing here?
Hey, careful with the racist barking, old hound.
Yo, Spoder! It is the Chimkin police. How you doing?
Oh,
I think I removed that command.
Here. Can we just skip this part? It's New Year's after all.
And you're on duty, if I'm not mistaken, Martin. Where do you think you're going?
That's it, boss. To serve and protect. Sonny was in the neighborhood and stopped by to say hi. He's a cop too, right?
I'm doing good, thanks.
Only on paper, and you know that very well, Detective.
Survived the Monday.
I don't want any trouble, boss. I just wanted to say hi to Monica, and then this feather pillow showed up. I invited him to grab a quick coffee. You can allow him that much, can't you?
Your coffee breaks usually end up in shooting or brawling, chickens.
Oh, just a coffee, boss. I swear. Oh, have a heart. It's New Year's Eve, and I haven't seen my old partner for so long.
How touching. You shot him with a shotgun, if I remember.
Family quarrel.
For all the marrow bones of the world, get the hell out of my sight.
Sure.
Have a lovely evening, boss.
You especially. Fuck off right now, Santino.
I still don't know what I've done. Monday's the hardest level in the weekdays level set. Yeah. And then there's the secret brutal level called Tuesday. But then slowly it starts getting better after Wednesday.
We can't avoid speaking with the chief first. And it would be nice to say goodbye to Monica, too.
Well, I spoke to him, so let's talk to Monica.
We're leaving, sweetheart.
Just try to speedrun? Yes, same.
Stay safe, boys. I'm glad to see you two together again.
I'm afraid you're alone with that.
Hey, don't make me change my mind.
You won't, Marty. I bet you can't wait to get mixed up in some serious trouble again.
Yep, that's true.
I'm serious, boys. Be careful out there.
Although, I made it to work this weekend.
We're big
We'll
birds,
see.
Monica. We can take care of ourselves. Mostly.
Okay, but take care of each other, too.
Will do, Monica.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What? Let's go to Hot Dog.
The hop dog was like the last warning. You can still turn back. My eyes lingered on the sign. An enormous dog. Like a neon god with limitless power over cheap hot dogs, plastic hamburgers,
Yes.
and watered-down coffee.
That's what we were talking about.
The cold
Plastic
light called
hamburgers.
me. But I didn't want to get out of the car. If we went in,
We were all gonna be pancakes, kept together by cold syrup. Marty's worried look shook me out of my reverie. Oh, cluck. Was I talking to myself again?
There used to be such life around here before it became an insect ghetto.
That was a very long time ago, Marty.
I was a little chick, and the Hop Dog had the best pancakes in the entire city.
Well, since Zip became the owner, the cook, and the waitress, I imagine it's all gone downhill.
Oh, cluck. Yeah.
True.
The swearing is so good.
But at least the coffee's good.
That's right. I have no idea what that mongrel's doing with it, and I don't want to know, but its aroma is unbeatable.
Peaceful, isn't it?
Because the whole town's probably drunk by now.
Maybe that's the only way it can bear itself.
Doesn't it remind you of someone?
Shut up, Marty.
You mean me?
Got you there, old bird.
Huh. Fly guy.
Hey, pal. Can you hear me?
Okay. The god of pancakes?
Are you sure that thing's a dog? I always wondered.
The name Hop Dog is quite a giveaway. Don't you think so, Mr. Detective?
Sometimes the most natural connections lead us astray.
Who said that?
A natural-born genius?
Yeah, right.
Well, what do you think it is? I can't think of anything else but a dog.
Ugh, the place is deserted. Poor Zip.
You're right.
Yeah, the guy's middle name is Bad Luck.
That's for sure.
Oh, hell yeah, he's a raccoon. A wash bear. Why are you a photorealistic chicken? Why are you not?
And voila, the master himself.
What a fish.
Sonny, he's a pigeon, not a finch.
Like you've gone to you've hit the nail in the head on why we're playing this today.
Don't make me angry, Marty.
It's like, how could someone not play a detective game where you are a photorealistic chicken?
Okay, I was only joking.
I laugh so I cry.
The highlight of my day.
Yeah, I can smell it already. How does he make the coffee here so special?
Look at that mangy trash panda and tell me, do you really want to know?
It's a wash bear. It's a wash bear, not a trash panda.
You're right.
As always.
For a handful of feathers, dead fly tell no tales. Get a bite of me, baby. My city is on fire. Shadow of a doubt. Not all cops are pigs. What if the idea came from Private Dick? Can I play this, please? Or is it playing? Can I choose? Oh, what did I do? Did I press one of these? Aha. I want not all cops are pigs. Oh, that's what was playing. City's on fire. That doesn't sound like City's on fire. Most chicks are in private. Alright. Oh, I thought I'd get to listen to it in the background. Damn it.
What insight?
Ooh. Okay.
Well, that's a good question, pal.
Yeah, I'm glad that most chicks are private.
You still don't eat meat, old man?
I'm a rooster, a chicken. Why the hell would I eat meat?
Your point?
I don't mean real meat. I'm not a lunatic. But a meat substitute? There's about 10 different kinds. Have you never tried any of them?
Why would I? If I don't eat meat, why would I eat a substitute?
That is actually my point. I don't get the point of, like, tofu sort of stuff.
Because you can. That's the point.
Wild gods, Marty. Stop being such a sheep. Do you fall for those adverts?
Substitute isn't meat, Sonny. And if it's tasty, why wouldn't I eat it?
I don't care what you eat, but don't be surprised when you lose all your feathers or you try to bite off your own leg one day.
It's like, I don't really like meat, so why would I want something that is trying to be meat?
Hello, boys. Now, get the hell out of here while I'm asking nicely.
What does he look like? He's been going through a rough time. Oh.
Hey, is that how you greet two old friends?
Hey, I'm not joking, Sonny. I got a shotgun under the bar.
Oh, no thanks.
No, you don't, because if you had, we'd arrest you here and now.
At the eyes of the sad cat. Yep.
If there's still life in you when you're full of buckshot.
Yep.
It's going well so far.
Oh my god, his nails! No! No! Take them off!
We're just here for a coffee, Zip, okay? Like old times.
Nothing's like old times.
Thank you.
Haven't you noticed?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it's quite noticeable.
Shit. All right. And where'd you blow in from?
We haven't been anywhere yet, but we're going somewhere.
Everybody's going somewhere, right?
Tell me, how much do you know, Zip?
That depends. How deep is it?
Bottom of the well kind. Goes down around Ibn Wessler.
Holy hell! Wessler? You've dipped your wings in deep shit, boys.
I don't think we have wings, even though we're chickens.
If you've got anything on him, don't keep it to yourself. We'd be grateful.
Grateful? Maybe you're not gonna trash my joint this time, eh? You know, Ibn's acting strange nowadays. He always believed that if you want something done, you do it yourself. That's how it was for years, anyway.
And?
He said and. Ah.
But now, he left his real estate, the fish racing clubs, the casinos, and the bars to his right-hand man, Mongrel Mick. And ever since, he's been kinda weird. Bottomed out, brooding in the seediest joints of the city. Nobody ever knew him to be like this. Weird, huh?
Yeah, weird. Do you think it's about a lady?
Hey, Grippa. How you doing?
It's always about a lady.
It's definitely got style. I can't stop smiling while looking at this stuff.
Well, there is a woman.
I knew it.
But not like you think.
Is this gonna cost much?
Only a favor, like the good old days.
Okay, I'm in.
You function as. Alright, let's ask him.
Have you ever been to that place?
Of course, 100 times. Everyone who matters in this city's been there. Sorry, guys. But then, it had a different name and a different owner.
Business affairs, right?
So she's only become the owner rather recently then.
Yeah, that was the dark era, Sonny. I don't want to talk about it.
Roger that.
I've been like crazy tired today for I'm not sure what reason. We'll ask about the dog.
I've gotta say, you've revamped the joint pretty well.
Reason is Monday. Yep, probably. I slept okay. I don't get it.
Yeah, after you trashed it, I had to.
I was fine until lunchtime. Then I just like absolutely crashed and dragged myself through the day.
Look, I'm sorry, Zip. That ocelot and his gorilla.
Baboon, not gorilla.
Baboon.
Whatever.
Sonny, what's your beak?
So you owe me one until about the end of time. But I'd settle for you washing up here for a few years after retirement, Sonny.
Mind your tongue, furball. So, Ibn's gone insane.
Love will kill you in the end, they say.
Seems like everyone's in a poetic mood today.
You're one to talk, by the way.
Huh? Why? So, about that woman. Is she really that dangerous?
What woman isn't, huh?
No, Zip. I mean, really dangerous.
She's got the most influential gangster of the city wrapped around her finger. She calls him her little furball. How dangerous do you think she is?
Damn.
You didn't get any younger, pal.
You're telling me? You look like you haven't had a good night's sleep since forever.
I don't know what a like an insomniac chicken would look like. Apparently like this.
To be honest, I've never had a good night's sleep in my life.
You will when the big sleep comes.
And what are your plans? Dying behind the bar?
Of course. You got a better idea?
Where I get stopped?
A couple, yeah. But somehow this suits you.
You know what? Your mother's a goat.
Wow. Wow.
The door didn't look like this last time.
Yeah, because last time you tore it out and beat that baboon with it.
Oh yeah, I remember now. So that's why Zip remodeled the whole place.
He had to. We didn't leave much of it standing.
If I didn't know how nice we are, I'd almost hate ourselves.
Perfect quote. If I didn't know how nice I was, I'd almost hate myself.
Welcome to the club, partner.
Oh, God. Alright. I think we've seen everything in here. Let's go to the club.
Midnight had passed, and the intoxicated madness kicked in. We could only crawl along Shalva District's main street toward downtown. The city's heart beat differently. Ancient buildings were defaced by neon signs and billboards. like half-drunk lovers on a fine leather sofa. Great old houses neighbored by garish modern blocks. A place that makes the head hurt. The Tsar's huge neon sign was visible for miles. A blazing red sign advertised tonight's main attraction, the amazing Natasha. Cops were never welcomed at places like this. I hoped we were too late for the show. We had to be inconspicuous, but it was never easy with this bird mountain by my side.
That fade and zoom face.
Ah, so
love it.
this is the famous Tsar Club.
More like infamous, Marty. It's not for our kind, that's for sure. And I don't mean that they don't like foul here.
Well, at least we don't have to be afraid that they see you as a detective, Boss Bird.
Very funny, Marty.
So what are we gonna do now?
We find Natasha, the broad who sent me the message, remember? But first, we need to get into the club. And Marty, please, don't monkey this up.
You mean baboon?
Excuse me? On behalf of the well-respected and noble primate community of Clawville?
Cut the crap, Marty. Let's focus on what we're here for, okay?
As you say, Boss Bird.
Oh, Louis is here. Yeah, talk to him.
Hey, that's your old friend, right? Wait, what was his name? Lawrence? Lamar? No, Liam.
Louis. Yes, it's him.
Yeah, that's me trying to think what's something's name.
To be honest, Sonny, I always thought that guy's not all there in the head.
Nobody's perfectly sane in Clawville, Marty. But if not for this old rabbit, I wouldn't be here today. I'll never forget that.
Should I thank him for that?
Or kill him for it?
You're reading my mind, boss. Honestly, I think these types of women only see faceless tuxedos, cufflinks, and wallets. And in the mirror, they're just brooches, necklaces, and earrings.
Don't be so radical, Marty. They're women. They live by different rules.
Uh-huh.
That was kind of deep.
It's not. Just bullshit. There's more where that came from.
Ooh, teach me, Master.
Oh my god.
When you're old and wise like me, you'll realize none of it is worth a damn thing.
Wait, that was deep again, right?
Maybe it was, Marty. Maybe it was.
Amazing.
New Year's show tonight.
You know, seeing this, I can't wait for the show.
The girls?
New Year's Eve's once a year, right? And we're not on duty.
Have I asked how Laura's doing?
Oh.
Whoa, hey, I was just kidding, okay? My relationship with Laura is unwavering, like the rhino beauty on this picture.
Interesting taste you've got.
Feathers, scales, or dermal armor, a lady's a lady, my friend.
Thank the wild gods for self-sacrificing gentlemen like you.
In the most colorful club of the most colorful city, My City is on Fire, the brand new hit from the Queen of the Night. Oh, can't wait to see that.
Huh, I like this.
Why is that?
I don't know. 'Cause it's moving, I guess.
Hell yeah.
You're a simple bird, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Moonlight Boulevard, a Clawville story. And I guess then that's just the club ad. Alright.
Do you remember when the Clawville Chronicle was a really high-quality newspaper?
You mean when they wrote something about us daily?
Yeah. What exactly happened to them?
I can't stop.
Well, they got bored with us, Marty. And to be honest, so did I.
But still, here we are working together again. Funny, huh?
Sorry. I really feel like some tea right now, even though I had some earlier.
Yeah, hilarious.
Whoa, look at that. Isn't that the new...
It is, Marty. A brand new 942 Silver Hawk. Haven't seen such beauty since I left Averia.
Of all that's furry, whose is it?
Yes. That's the second time they use it. They use that saying.
Maybe it's Ibn Wessler's.
Instead of like
I guess
holy.
he's no paper tiger.
Furry.
Yeah, he sounds like a fellow who drives around in one of these. Lucky bastard. Jeez, look at that guy.
That's not a guy. That's a demon. Straight from the dog-eared pages of a cheap detective novel.
Yeah, I bet his name's Bill.
Nah, he's definitely a Bob.
$5 for Bill?
Okay, I'm in.
Alright. What's his name?
Howdy, pal.
Look at him!
Gentlemen, how can I help you on this wonderful, chilly night?
We're expected in the VIP lounge.
My apologies, but I don't remember ever seeing you gentlemen here before. May I ask?
If he's French, then I doubt he's Bill or Bob.
Stop right there, big guy. I get it. Yeah, I know exactly how this works. So what do you have to do to get in?
Nothing's easier, sir. Are you on the list?
The list? Yeah,
don't tell me you forgot.
I'm afraid I did, Marty. Sorry, big guy, but I'm pretty sure we're not on the list tonight.
That's a shame. I'm really sorry, sirs. In that case, you can't come in.
Feels bad, man.
Yeah, right. Thanks.
My pleasure, gentlemen.
Alright, we're gonna ask him stuff.
Look, I really don't want any trouble, but...
It is even more inconvenient for me, sir, but this place doesn't like coppers. Forgive this slang. I can't let just anybody in, and there are some I'm strictly forbidden to. Please, you have to understand.
It's weird though, shouldn't cops be allowed everywhere? Especially if you're like, I'm a cop, I need to come here.
Listen here, you cow. Do you have any idea who we are? You ever read the papers?
No, Marty, don't.
Of course, I know who you are, sir. I read the news and more, and I must admit it's an honor to meet you in person, Mr. Santino Featherland and Mr. Marty Machikin. The Bell of the Pantheress is one of my favorite books.
Hello, Cherry. How you doing?
Oh my god, not the books again.
So it would be terribly inconvenient for me if I had to use force on you, gentlemen.
What did you just say?
Work lurking, happy lurking. Try to survive the Monday. I barely made it.
Relax, Marty. This guy has chicks like you for breakfast. Thanks for the information, pal. Have a nice night.
Thank you for understanding, gentlemen. And forgive me for my austere composition.
No problem, Shakespeare.
There's hope for you, yes. At least you can watch. You can watch the chicken movies.
Say, big guy, you know Mr. Lewis Hayworth?
But of course, Mr. Hayworth is an impeccable gentleman, and also a frequent visitor of the club.
Gonna work, you wanna play VR, I bet. You can do that when you get home from work, right?
Is that so? Good to know. And?
I'm afraid that is all, monsieur.
What can you tell me about the first lady of the place, big guy?
You mean Miss Natasha Katsenko, sir?
You're right on point, pal.
Nothing you don't know already, sir.
Just try me.
Well, she owns the place.
And, that's it? Well, that's, unbelievable.
Pardon, monsieur, but I'm not permitted to say anything more.
Alrighty. We're collecting lots of people though already. Some of them we only had like a description, so we don't know exactly what they look like. Oh, we've got more of these. Moses and Plato. Moses is a Tibetan sand fox and Plato is a palace cat. They're all rivals of Sonny and Marty, currently working at the Clawville PD's homicide division. The Hive, Roachtown, Cobbler District. The Cobbler District, also known as the Hive or Roachtown, was once part of the city, but then became a walled-off ghetto where 98% of the city's insect population is forced to live. Currently, the biggest threat to the city are the riots in the Hive that have almost driven the city-state to the brink of civil war multiple times already. Meat substitutes. Meat replacement or meat substitute foods made it possible to reduce meat consumption, predation, and domestic cannibalism in the whole wilderness. These products are widespread nowadays and are not only popular with predators, but all kinds of animals. Taking a break from Horizon? Yeah, I only play it on Sundays. Mongrel Mick, Mixip Mordor. Mick is one of the most infamous henchmen of Ibn Wessler, known by many rather scary nicknames thanks to his cruel nature. Sonny and Marty have crossed paths with Mick before, and it took a lot of effort to get out of those encounters with feathers intact. Yeah, I'm trying out like Sundays for big games and other days for like indie stuff. That seems like my kind of balance. It's the first month that I'm trying this, so we'll see how it works out, but on paper it seems good. The Clawville Chronicle is the most read and highest quality newspaper in the city. It's so famous that it's also being read beyond Clawville's borders and not just in the colonies. This was the paper that first published an article about the two heroic roosters, aka the Chicken Police. The article was written by Timothy Saltwater, the Seagull journalist who has since become somewhat of a legend himself. A country inhabited exclusively by birds, it's a picturesque modern place governed by a democratic parliament. It's bordered by 2 seas and its economy is built mostly on air transport, commerce, and its aerial military. The country is on neutral terms with almost every other nation, except for the Great Meat War had kept this standpoint all throughout known history. That's a Viria. I don't know how to say that. If we can't go in...
That fella's built like a brick shithouse. I don't think we'll be able to just sneak past him.
Wanna bet?
Not today, Marty. Remember, we must avoid suspicion.
Okay. No trouble. I get it. It's okay, Bertha. Maybe next time.
What was that?
Oh my god.
Nothing. just the wind.
Did you bring Big Bertha with you?
Gods, no. What are you thinking? What idiot would bring a shotgun to a club?
Was that a rhetorical question?
Alright, I think my tea's ready. Yeah, now we're talking. How about though? I don't know where to go. How do we get in if we don't get in? Can't we give this to him? Like, hey? Oh, now we can talk to Lewis.
Sonny, my dear friend.
Hi, Lewis. This is my partner, but I'm sure you already know.
You have no idea how happy I am to meet you, Mr. Marty. I'm a big admirer of your work.
Pleasure's all mine, Lawrence.
Marty, please.
Lawrence? Anyways, so, the legendary Chicken Police back together? Isn't it amazing news?
Don't ruffle my feathers, Lewis. Those days are long gone. We're just here for the entertainment. Or something like that.
I see. That's a shame.
See you inside?
I have something to do, my pal, but I'll try to make it for the main event.
Okay then. Catch you later, pal. Just one more thing. This list of yours, where should we sign up again?
Hi, Stibbs.
I'm afraid if you don't know, it's not my place to tell you, sir. Excusez-moi, the regulations, you know.
You hear that, Sonny?
I do, Marty. I do.
I'm gonna lose my crest from this guy. Just wait.
Just don't get too excited, Marty. Not tonight. Anyway, thanks, pal.
I wonder if that lady will still be at the... yeah. No, not at the station. At the hotel, I think.
Yeesh. My condolences, pal. I see your cleaning lady died.
Yeah, she set foot in the bedroom once. I haven't seen her since. I didn't dare to go after her.
Oh, I wouldn't want to go in there either. But what's that smell?
Cigarettes and whiskey.
Yeah, with a hint of dirty laundry, but no. This is lavender?
I don't think she's here anymore.
Ah, right. Now that's got to be the Ibanez dame. You know, the broad who gave me the letter. And the job, obviously.
Ah, pretty, huh? I can smell it. She's an exotic, too. An Impala, maybe?
Furry hell. That's why Chief Inspector Bloodboil hates you so much. He's jealous because your nose is better than a clucking bloodhound.
The bitter old dog. He just hates all foul.
Yeah, true. Except for Monica.
Monica's a fairy, not a bird. So, what now?
Well, let's gather my stuff and head to the club. We gotta find out who this Natasha is and what she wants from us. I mean, what she really wants.
After you, Boss Bird. I wouldn't like to touch anything in here anyway. If it's okay, I'll just stand around and stare out the window.
Sure.
Sure, just do it quietly.
I mean, it's not like there's anything new to do here. Just the story gets so far. Well, the actual story, I don't think we've gotten too much yet. However, this this is fun. I just don't know what the heck I'm doing right now.
When was the last time I was here?
I don't know. Years ago. When Molly left.
Whew, that was a wild night.
Evening, Marthy. How you doing?
Yeah.
You know, Sonny, you can call me. Not just when you want to investigate some shady case from a shady dame and you need a big meat shield to cover your ass.
Times have changed, Marty. And I don't call anyone.
What are you seeing? You're seeing 2 cocks.
All right, Boss Bird. Whatever you say.
Have you never seen Chicken Police before? Have you ever seen Chicken Police? I don't know what I'm doing. This is fine. He's a friend Lewis. He's dates apparently. And a bouncer who won't let us in. And I don't...
One day, neon signs will cover the whole world, I'm telling you.
You read that in some kind of science fiction book?
Yeah.
No, it's just what I think.
Oh, so you have your own thoughts now. The world's really moving forward.
Pluck off, Sonny.
Hi, Ichu. How you doing?
Look, Lewis, that bouncer over there.
This game is pretty good.
Well, yes. He is a bit intimidating, but his manners are impeccable. Am I right?
You had low energy Monday. Same. I started to yawn uncontrollably just now, so I made some tea. Not that it's gonna cheer me up, but it's like keeping my mouth busy.
Yes, indeed, but it seems tonight we're not on his list.
Oh, I see. Oh, I get it. I get it. You'd like to go in, but he won't let you.
Need more green tea. Make some. Get comfy.
Yeah, something like that.
No problem at all. Come with me. I'll talk to him.
All right, you just like have to keep talking to people, I guess, and eventually things will work out. Good to know.
Much obliged, pal.
Yeah, thanks, Bunny.
Excuse me.
He called him Bunny.
Ah, jeez, what the hell's wrong with you, Marty?
What? Did I say something wrong?
Are you gonna go and talk to him then?
Sir.
Okay, there we go.
How'd you do?
Everything's fine, Mr. Ayworth.
Good. Look, this noble pair of pigeons are my
Nah.
friends. They're on the list, okay?
Naturellement, sir.
And as for you, you owe me one, gentlemen.
Thanks, old pal.
It was my pleasure to help you. as always.
So can we now go in? Yes!
The jazz overwhelmed us. There was no band in sight, yet the music seeped from the walls like years of cigarette smoke and the smell of spilt whiskey. Behind the bar, rows of fancy bottles reflected the harmonious voices of pretty dames and the clinking of crystal glass. It was the kind of place that makes you drunk, even if you've never had a sip. A dangerous place for someone like me. No matter how alien I felt, it was strangely like coming home. Welcome to the Tsar. Well, here we are.
Yeah, this game has like... Even if you had no clue what's going on, it's still fun to look at and sounds good. I think the voice acting is pretty nice. And the music is nice as well.
Mother of... I take you to the nicest places, eh, sweetheart?
Oh, does it mean you're buying, honey?
Don't even think about it.
Oh, men these days. So, we're here to find a dame called Natasha.
Hello, Cho. Ahoy. How you doing?
I have a hunch she won't be hard to find. Let's mingle and try to avoid suspicion.
Just like always.
No, Marty, not like always. This time it's for real.
Oh wow, we can do almost a 360 in here. Fancy whiskey? What are you looking at, pal?
Hey, there's Philmar.
Who? Oh yes, Philmar. Because that's what he calls himself, right?
You know him well?
We had some seriously wild cases together, yes. Mainly in Averia, way before Clawville. Another place and another life.
Look at this bird.
Sounds good.
I want
like
to talk
the
to
blurb
him.
of some cheap pulp fiction book.
Yeah, it was the exact opposite. But the old bird's worth saying hi to.
Hi, Philmar.
Well, well. If
Oh,
it isn't
hell
the great
yeah.
detective, Marlowe.
Blow me, Sonny. You know I don't use that name anymore.
Okay, Mr. Dumbass alias Philmar Lowe.
So says someone who tried to go undercover with the Feather Pillow Mafia is a turkey. Right, Mr. Turk Cayman?
What? Can someone please repeat that sentence? Help!
Hey, that was a long time ago. I was young.
And I stick to my principles and my stupidity. Phil Marlowe, and that's that. Don't rile me up, you old fart.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, I'm a little clucked tonight.
I know the feeling, pal. By the way, what are you two doing here? You stick out a bit. Are you here for a good old-fashioned beating?
We stick out? Man, you look terrible. Like someone who sat on an electric pole.
Don't even ask. I feel exactly like that.
You want a case?
5 feet tall, half of that legs. Angelic voice, demonic eyes, just the usual.
The owner?
Oh boy.
And you?
Being threatened by a little bird with a manly voice. Oh my god, you should have seen. It was like... What was it? Maybe a porcupine. Something spiky. But it was small and cute. Keep that in mind. Small and cute. And it had the deepest. And like a super... I'm not sure what, but like a British accent. Like, sort of like a British street accent. I could not handle that. Also, he had a raincoat. And so obviously his like spikes were like poking through the raincoat, so it had holes and like...
Something like that.
This game.
Just don't know the exact numbers yet. A dame named Natasha. She called us here. If I'm not mistaken, the joint is hers.
Yeah, she owns the joint, amongst others. Well, good luck, guys. That broad has a reputation. She's not the kind to toy with, if you know what I mean.
Sonny's such our booster name. Yeah. And here's Morty McChicken.
Any useful information?
For free?
Stop clucking around, Philmar.
All right, but just because of the old days. Look for me after you've talked to her. You wouldn't understand what I have to say about her before then. Don't leave unless you're thrown out, in which case, you know the drill. We don't know each other, I'll deny you in a blink.
Good to see you too, old pal. We'll be back.
There was plenty of people to talk to. Cool. Thank you for the bit.
Look, Sonny, I know it's not my place, but Laura's father went to that guy when his, problems had gone too far.
I did the new alerts. I did the new alerts. Hope you guys have fun with them.
You're treading on thin ice, Marty.
No, I just... Look, fellas at the station are talking, you know? All kinds of things. Moses, Plato, Bosco, and the others.
Talking, eh? About what? About why Blood Boil took my badge? About what an untrustworthy alcoholic wreck I am?
Look, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter.
Good, and let it stay that way.
At least we're cracking this one together, yeah?
Sure, Marty.
Yeah, I'm still not quite sure what we have done. But it ended up us not working at the police station anymore. And also, he shot me with a shotgun. And I don't know why. Apparently, it may have something to do with alcohol.
Two whiskeys, kid, and no horsing around.
No horsing. It happens, yeah. It's friendly fire.
I've never heard that one before. Sonny, you gotta drive, you know?
He's got very fabulous hair though. Like, ooh.
Yeah, you're right, Marty.
Hi, Chris.
Hey, Longface. Give me a glass of tap water too, okay?
Yes, sir. Coming right up. That wasn't exactly what I meant.
Alright, we get to ask him stuff.
Tell me, Hey Breath, have you seen Natasha tonight?
Not yet, sir. But she's coming on soon.
Well, can you tell me anything about Mr. Ibn Wessler?
Sir, I don't want to.
What about, let's see, $5 maybe?
But, sir, you haven't even paid for your drinks yet. Yeah, stop riding on the details, Big Nose. You do your job, and we'll do ours, okay?
I mean, we're not here for work, of course. We're just here to relax.
How's this horse talking? How is anyone...
Oh, yeah, exactly. Just a little fun. Of course, gentlemen. She has pretty long legs. I mean, pretty and long legs for a squirrel, but I don't want to be prejudiced.
We're not here to stare at pretty squirrels. We're here to investigate, remember?
I want to see the fluffy tail.
So, where the hell is Natasha?
Let's ask that stud over there with those nice gals.
That guy looks way too horny for my taste.
Mm.
Oh man, your sense of humor is bad as ever.
You just need to get used to it again.
What
He's too horny, he said.
Ah, this is the life, huh? What's this guy do? Real estate? Mob accountant? Or is he a movie star?
Thank you, Chris. Makes sense, but that's not funny.
He looks like a coat hanger to me.
That was actually worse than the previous joke.
I try.
Yes.
Huh. Another Lupus movie. Jeez. Is there nothing today they're not trying to sell with this guy?
Where is the more accurate?
Whoa, don't be rude, Sonny.
I'd call them horns
Lupus
too.
is a timeless genius. Have you seen Predator City? God, I'm still getting chicken bumps. But wait, who's that next to him?
Cassandra Ruby Faye. Nah, never heard of her.
Cassandra Ruby Faye. Oh, gods, even her name makes me go weak in the knees.
Watch your blood pressure, pal.
Don't mind me. Just women and guns are my only weakness.
Chicken bum. Oh, right. I didn't even notice anything weird about that, because in Finnish we call them chicken stuff.
Huh. No shit.
That woman with Ibn.
Well, that's
I think I
Ibn.
know her from somewhere.
Right, of course.
Maybe in your dreams, pal.
Can't talk to her.
Isn't that?
Yes, it is. The great Ibn Wessler, in the flesh. So much for
He's gonna
our
die if he sees a
incognito.
woman. They have a poster like that at the shooting range. I've seen it. She might have been a puma, or a jaguar, or a cougar.
You think he noticed us?
Only if he's not entirely blind.
Great.
Guess we'll talk to him then.
Just act nonchalant, my friend.
No, it can't be.
What now?
A cougar, yes.
Is that Olivia?
No, Marty.
Hey, Olivia.
No. 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 Okay.
Are you talking to me?
It's me, Marty McChicken.
Oh, God.
What a pleasant surprise. The Rooster Coppers in person.
Rooster Coppers. Yeah, this rat guy is, by the way, dating the cat who we haven't met yet. She just looks weird. I don't... So far, always the women. But not every woman. Like, there was like a Bambi woman in the beginning, and the others don't look as weird.
Chicken police. But yeah, Mr. Wessler, you could
Hi,
say
Murray.
so. The name's...
Sunny Featherland, of course. Chicken Police. Your partner is, he is,
Marty McChicken, sir. I just introduced myself to your lady companion seconds ago.
Oh yeah. I'm so happy to see you.
Hello, boys.
So, to what do we owe this pleasure, gentlemen?
Yeah, so, we were, just in the neighborhood, and...
Cut the crap, Marty. All right, we're here for your sweetheart, Natasha.
Oh, I see.
No big deal. Just a blackmail thing. You know, horrifying threats written on the wall with blood-red paint. The usual stuff. You must be familiar with this kind of thing.
Oh yeah, indeed. It's, nasty business. But I didn't know Natasha hired a detective because of this simple matter. But to be honest, I understand. I would have taken matters into my own hands, you see. But I'm kind of busy.
Mr. Wessler had a meeting with Attorney General Hamtaro yesterday, so he's...
Hamtaro. Let me
If you
guess.
excuse us.
Let me guess. What animal is that?
Oh, dear Olivia, it's okay. These gentlemen are just doing their job, right? And if I've heard correctly, they're notoriously thorough. So, how can I help you?
We've got a few questions, if you don't mind.
I'm at your service.
Yeah, stock image pose.
Nice bunker you got here.
Well, thank you, but it's not mine. Not anymore. But I'm sure you already know that. Listen, detective. If you want to know something, please ask straight, huh?
Right, so is he the former owner? We've only learned that the current owner, the cat, his girlfriend, has not been the owner for too long. Why is he missing a button too? I'm so triggered. Not sure if his is just unbuttoned or if it's like fallen off. There was a dog before who just had a one undone button. And I was screaming.
All right, Mr. Wessler, let's make this a bit more professional.
I'm not as exciting as people tend to believe. I grew up in a poor family of many siblings. I'm the only one still alive, unfortunately. My career started with a shoe store, and now, here I am.
I'm sorry for pointing it out, but it bothers me too much. Maybe it's a secret code.
I wouldn't call that an average life. Shoe store owner to mob boss.
They've both been someone who's like, we're not good with. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Because obviously it would be like down below. Underneath that layer. Secret club of leaving one button unbuttoned. It's not like this style of unbuttoned. That's just like for the style. But if it's like in the middle.
How dare you speak to Mr. Wessler like that? Leave it, Olivia, dear. It's just provocation.
I'm sorry if I offended you, Mr. Wessler. Shall we talk about something else?
Everybody knows Mr. Hayworth. He's an antique piece of furniture in this city, so to speak.
Only a bit worn out.
It's not my fault that he's so much in debt, detective, but the name of his family still rings quite loud in Clawville.
Is that still worth anything?
The name is just their name, of course, but the man behind the name is another matter, Mr. Featherland.
You're a pragmatic rat.
Thank you. Look, detective, if you want to know something, just ask.
All right, Mr. Wessler.
Oh, we've got the detective. We've got the interrogate option first.
Has your assistant been working for you long?
Are you talking about me?
Yes, I'm talking about you, ma'am.
Let me answer your question then. I've been in Mr. Wessler's employment for 6 months. Why do you ask?
Oh, just routine questioning, you know. Most of them aren't good for anything. Just killing time.
It sounded
Okay.
rude to me.
Yeah, please forgive her, detective. Olivia's a real firecracker.
Has your assistant been working for
I
you
did not
long?
click that.
Wessler is a tricky guy.
Look at his face.
Unfortunately, I don't know enough about him, so I have to be cunning. I can't just pin him against a wall. Yet.
Alright. Alright. Interrogation. Wessler's a tricky guy. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about him. Right? You guys like the face too?
How did you feel when you heard about the blackmail?
Honestly, I found it ridiculous.
And now?
They don't do that? Well, he does.
Now I'm kinda interested. But I wouldn't call it blackmail yet. They're just empty threats. There were no demands.
Good point.
Thank you. Are we done?
No, not quite.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Wait, we went on to the minus. But that was the only option that I had. Okay, tricky, mistrustful. Seem very busy, man. What do you do? Why didn't you just call? Let's try to play it nice and simple.
Why didn't you just call the police?
Huh? Why? What would have been the use of that? A few messages aren't enough for a case. You should know that.
Harassment makes for a case. So do threats.
Who are you trying to convince, Sonny? Huh? They would have laughed in my face. Anyway, you know, the police station. Once I set foot in there, I'm not coming out again.
Your lawyers are too good for that, Ibn.
Yeah, I guess you're right, chicken.
Why did we get my... Okay. I'm doing it wrong. I'm doing it wrong. You really think we're that stupid? Why would anyone have reason to blackmail? Okay. Trying to keep it the detective top-notch.
Why would anyone have reason to blackmail your girlfriend?
I don't know, maybe because she's my girlfriend?
You think that's enough?
It's plenty enough.
Good point.
Oh, are you finally getting to a point? Or do you really want to dig around in my private life? Because, people who do that end up in the alley, if you catch my drift.
Very much so, Mr. Wessler. Wessler is tougher than I thought, and he's secretive. It's time to gently beat around the bush.
Alright, that was correct. Don't you find these messages dangerous? Do you spend a lot of your time here? Are you and Natasha close? Were there any similar incidents in Natasha's past? Let's try to keep it not personal.
Were there any similar incidents in Natasha's past? I mean, threats, blackmail, enemies or insane fans, psychopath pianists, perhaps.
I don't know about enemies, but she's a celebrity. A star shining bright in Clawville's night sky. Do you understand? She gets endless fan mail. It could be anybody. I wouldn't overreact.
Natasha doesn't feel that way.
I've noticed.
Alright, we're getting there. Do you think one of her fans is the culprit? Start talking straight, Wessler. There's no point in wasting each other's time. Is everything alright between you and Natasha? I think he is sus, but I don't want to tell him that. Not right now.
Do you think one of her fans is the culprit? Someone who can't take rejection, maybe?
Why not? It's quite common.
It's a typical motive, indeed. Any ideas who it could be?
Yeah. Attorney General Hamtaro is obsessed with Natasha. But he's, more like the kiss on the hand, flowers bowing type. Throwing bricks through the window is not his style. I can't think of anybody else. Or rather, I can think of everybody else. About half the city, actually.
I get it.
Be willing to testify? Have there been similar threats in the past? Didn't I just ask that? Mob boss and the pussycat. I need to beat around the bushes. I'd like to say about the testifying thing. However, he was quite clear that he doesn't want to. He's kinda answered these questions already.
Have there been similar threats in the past?
Right to the point, yeah? Yeah, I get it. But sadly, this is a dead end, my friend. No threats like these, whether you believe it or not.
Well, it really seems like a dead end, so I'll just back up and try from a different angle.
You do that.
Damn.
Would you be willing to testify at the station?
You're joking, right?
Maybe I can get you an invitation. Believe me, you'd love it. The coffee's good, but the chairs are kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah, you have a peculiar sense of humor. It doesn't work.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Fuck. Tasha feels like she's in grave danger, yet she's still going out alone? Is she completely alone?
Is she completely alone when she's there at the weekend?
As I've told you, Natasha's a free woman, huh? She's an adult. She doesn't need an escort. Or, she didn't need one until now.
Are you afraid for her? You know, a big star like her, alone in that house?
I never said a black car doesn't drive by 2 or 3 times a day, but, it's just caution. Huh. I'm not a monster after all, am I?
I suppose not.
Why did I get minus points?
So Natasha feels like she's in grave danger, yet she's still going out alone.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at. But I'm 100% sure of her loyalty. She's gone out very rarely since this started, and mostly in my company. Yeah, you know, I'm not sure if you do, but, in our social circles, banquets and dinners are frequent.
Illegal gambling nights.
You got me there. Yeah, you're right. Natasha is crazy about the roulette wheel.
Always putting it all on the red, right?
Yeah, you're a real rotten bastard, Sonny. Although, yeah, always on the red. You're right.
So, can we meet your lady?
I don't see why not. But first, please, listen to her sing. She's on soon.
Alright, still decent. Got that 4 stars. Important clue. Ivan's trying very hard to change the subject when it comes to the threats. He obviously knows more than he's willing to tell.
Thank you for your time. We'll be seeing you.
I have no doubt about that, unfortunately.
Hey, we should grab a coffee or something, Olivia. You know, for old time's sake.
Pleasure to meet you, gentlemen. Goodbye.
Oh.
Please, take a seat. The show's gonna start soon.
I want to talk to the Lynx. I want to talk to everybody. Oh, hell yeah.
Bourbon moon hangs in the sky.
Sonny.
Almost lost him.
We're still lying in my bed, and it's dead.
That was, unique.
Oh, that is cute. Nobody has ever given me such a unique compliment before.
Forgive me, my name is Santino Featherland.
I thought so. You look more or less like I imagined.
She did good.
More or less.
Sometimes less is more, Mr. Featherland.
You were amazing, dear, as always.
Could you be my little furball and fetch me a cocktail?
A cocktail, you say?
But of course.
You can't do this.
Ibn will be back soon. We'll have a few minutes to talk, then he'll end the conversation and throw you both out.
With all due respect, ma'am, we're not that easy to get rid of. Doesn't matter who's trying, believe me.
Doesn't matter, he'll do it. That's why I'm telling you. I don't want a scene. My room's upstairs. Meet me there in 20 minutes. Come alone, Sonny. You'd be too conspicuous otherwise.
Ooh.
Hey. I understand. You know, they call him Target Marty at the station.
I don't have time, Mr. Featherland.
Sure thing, Natasha. I'll come to your room. 3 knocks, a short pause, then another 3.
Getting late, like, while her boyfriend is, like, right there.
I'll be waiting. Go, before he comes back.
I knew she was trouble the first time I saw her. She wore danger like a perfume.
Superhero gifted
It was simply part of her being, and it attracted me, like light attracts the moth people.
But you don't need to
I
say
wanted
that.
to be the microphone as she whispers her melodies, or the pillow she rests her feet on while reading some cheap romance. I wanted to be her nightdress, barely touching, barely covering her marble skin. But I was a cop, and a lifetime wouldn't be enough to rid myself of what a woman like her hides under her makeup. Keep your distance, Sonny. Just keep your distance.
Spoder, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Ichu. Enjoy those emotes. And no ads. Yay. Thank you, Spoder. Cute kitty emotes. Aww. Ooh, look at this painting.
Gee, that is a unique picture, and kind of daring. I admit I've never seen anything quite like it before.
Yes, I admit it's a little daring. I keep it. It evokes good memories. A precious old friend of mine. A most wonderful artist.
He's got an eye, that's for sure, considering his model.
Was that supposed to be some kind of compliment?
I don't know. I don't compliment often. Not on purpose, anyway.
Oh, you're funny.
You got a beautiful place here, Natasha. A peaceful little island on the ocean of madness, with very classy furniture.
Can I appear again in the very streamer list? No!
Ibn likes me surrounded by elegant things, you know?
You're an elegant
I
thing
guess, yes.
yourself, sweetheart.
Oh, that's charming. Thank you, detective.
Natasha from Metal Gear Solid 1. Maybe it's the same person.
I bet you spend a lot of your time staring into the mirror. Do you even recognize yourself?
What is he talking about?
Maybe you were trying to be rude, but, you know, that's a very good question.
I was just trying to be rude.
Oh, really? Well, then I'm sorry.
Doink!
Don't mention it. This woman's aware of her charm, and she knows how to use it. A rare and dangerous combination.
Alright.
How do you like your bourbon, Mr. Featherland?
In a glass. But thanks, I had a couple before I came. I feel like this may be a long night.
I hope it doesn't bother you if I have one myself.
I get offended if women don't drink in my company.
Oh, you are a funny guy.
Yeah, mouse into slot too. I gotta change the USB port, guys. 1 sec.
So I've been told. Anyway, lovely room.
Yes. Look, Mr. Featherland.
It's sunny. Saves us a lot of time.
Okay, Sonny.
So, why am I here?
You know, men tend to babble in my presence.
It must be exhausting.
It is. But you're not the type to beat around the bush.
Is it too banal if I tell you it's an occupational hazard?
Terribly.
So can I start the unpleasant questions?
What? What is all this bush beating? I don't know, Ichu. Ichu typed right there. Mothy. Everyone's pointing at each other. It's weird.
I've asked you here so you can do what you do best.
Really? I thought you asked because you wanted me to investigate for you. But if you'd rather be drinking...
You do have a sense of humor. How reassuring.
Only if I'm a bit hungover. That's usually quite common.
She wants this kind of cocktail. Oh my god.
Oh, please drop the act about being the alcoholic, heartbroken ex-cop, Sonny. It would undoubtedly suit you, but I've seen you scanning my room. From the second you set foot in here, you started working, and everything I say gets sorted in your brain. Am I right?
She said sorted, but it looks stored. They both work.
That's a bit of an exaggeration, but yeah, it's something like that.
Well then,
My cheeks kind of hurt
come
from
at
smiling
me.
so much.
Oh, that's something I don't hear often. With pleasure.
Oh my. Alright. Alright. We're gonna interrogate. Question her.
Natasha is a confident woman. I can exploit that. But I must be careful. Every part of her oozes danger.
Interrogate.
That was a remarkable performance.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Do you perform here frequently? You're also the owner, if I'm not mistaken.
Sadly, I don't have the time, but the stage still calls my name, and I perform just a few times a year, and always with a new song.
So that was all the excitement.
I have many admirers, if that's what you mean. Yes.
We already talked about the picture, but I don't think that matters. I think they're both very similar. Like they have the same vibe about the picture and the room. I don't know. Maybe I'll rely on her confidence.
The picture on the wall is quite daring.
Only if you knew how old I was at the time.
I think I'm on a slippery slope here.
Okay.
Come on, don't be shy. Ask me.
All right. How old were you?
Did you really believe I'd tell you?
It was a trap! The painting was a trap!
You're quite a player, aren't you?
Life is anything but a game, detective.
You tell me.
Do you think one of your admirers might be behind the threats? Can you tell me about Ethan?
Do you think one of your admirers might be behind the threats?
Those who admire me usually idolize me. No, I don't think it's one of them.
You know, the soul of an animal is extremely complicated. Sometimes all it takes is a bad look or some small rejection to turn admiration into hate.
That's a stillborn theory. No one hates me if they once loved me, Mr. Detective.
Ah, I see.
Impression cold. Have any material evidence? Okay, stinks. What are you trying to make me do? Why Deborah? She's a nice girl. Why didn't you come to me? Detective would ask this.
Do you have any material evidence concerning the threats?
You may think I'm irresponsible, but I didn't keep any of it.
This
I
whole
simply
case
couldn't
stinks.
bear to look at them.
Didn't you think maybe the police would need it?
I didn't think I needed the police. Moreover, do you think the girlfriend of Ibn Wessler could ever turn to the cops?
I see. So, what about me? How do I come into the picture?
It sounds ridiculous, but you're my last hope.
That does sound ridiculous, but I accept my ego and old habits.
You can't do anything else, can you?
Something like that. A leopard can't change its spots. Deep behind the diamond skin lies the truth. It doesn't matter how hard Natasha's trying to hide it. She's scared. Now I must concentrate to finally find out what I want to know.
Buried the evidence in the litter box. Okay, we're doing pretty well.
What was in those threats, exactly?
The message itself is not a threat. It's just a word.
But a word again and again is threatening.
What is the word? Just say it.
Exactly.
So?
You really don't have any idea which word could be used for a woman like me?
Many.
I guess I do. Yes, I think I know what it could be.
Whore.
Okay.
Cat got your tongue? Am I right? You heard it. I said what you were thinking. And yes, that was in the message. That was printed on the paper and painted on my wall in giant red letters.
No.
Well, thank you for your honesty.
I suggest you lie now? What? What about Fillmore? Oh yeah, that dude. Do the threats have anything to do with the dangerous relationship? No one's ever seen the culprit, not even a shadow.
Could the threats have anything to do with the dangerous relationship between you?
You mean I'm a cat and he's a rat?
A rat?
Every interracial relationship has risk. But yes, this one's more conspicuous
I didn't
than
even
most.
consider the race, I just considered he's a gangster. That makes it kind of dangerous. To me, at least.
Clawville's a very open and free city, but I guess you see more radical transgressions than I do.
One of the most common causes in homicidal and predatory cases, ma'am. So, yes.
Well, I don't know about that. Nobody ever questioned our relationship openly. We are what we are. And you know, if you're interested in my personal feelings, danger fills our relationship with a flavor no other can replace.
TMI.
It must be one interesting relationship, that's for sure. I'm not sure I can feel the same, but I can certainly understand it.
Maybe one day you'll experience it, Sonny. Have you ever been with a predator before?
Well,
Well?
that's unsteady ground, Natasha. Let's turn the questioning around if you don't mind.
Yes.
As you wish, Sonny.
Oh, we got a +5. Still something.
How many fools like me have you used up, Natasha?
In all my life? Well...
I just forget it. I don't want to know. Curiosity killed the cat. No pun intended.
I'm just joking. You're not a fool, Sonny. I know that was supposed to be a kind of insult, but it usually rolls right off me. I can't take cockadoodling, so you can put aside the strutting stuff while you're talking to me.
Fair point. Broadcast received, ma'am.
Cockadoodling.
Natasha is a mysterious woman, but I must gouge out at least one of her secrets. Enough games. It's time to know why I'm here.
Hey, why did it erase all my progress?
Let's stop beating about the bush. How do you know Molly?
We're beating about the bush. God damn it, let's stop.
I'm prepared for that question, but it's still not easy.
You knew very well that if you threw in the name of my wife, I'd come to you, no matter how vague and suspicious the case was. I just want to know if you're simply a manipulator, or you're really that desperate.
I really know her. I'm not lying.
Oh, really? How? Were you a nurse, too? Forgive me, but I don't think so.
Don't be rude and so cynical, Sonny.
I'm sorry, but that's me when feline claws are at my throat.
Molly is an old and good friend of mine. She has nothing to do with this, but I knew that if I didn't mention it to you, you wouldn't have come.
Yeah, Natasha, you're right there.
I knew you were a decent fowl, that you would help me. That's what you're famous for.
Don't go there. Flattery doesn't work.
Look, forgive me. I shouldn't have brought your wife into this.
You're right, you shouldn't have. But to be honest, I don't think she's my wife anymore. On paper she is, but I haven't seen her in years.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Really?
I thought we were legit divorced. Okay.
I did. I knew. I checked you out before I sent Deborah.
Luck me. This case is getting more and more intriguing.
Time to know why I'm here. Ask that directly.
You played me from the start, didn't you?
It wasn't my intention.
I'm an old cock, Natasha. I've played too many of these games, and I've been on the losing side often enough.
So, you're going to walk away?
You're damn right. I don't know if it's worth it for me.
Look, Sonny, money's not an issue.
Oh yeah, your fawn had already mentioned that. But unfortunately, it'll be hard to spend all that dough when I'm dead.
Dead? Don't even say that.
Do you have a gun?
Me?
Of course you, Natasha. Do you have it on you?
Not at the moment.
Well, let me give you some advice. Keep it with you. Always. Maybe in your purse.
You don't think they, whoever they are, would hurt me?
Don't be naive, Natasha.
You're right. I'll keep it with me.
I don't want to scare you, but 2 cops snooping around can mess something like this up, even if it's just 2 roosters.
You'll keep snooping? Thank you, Sonny.
Maybe you're getting yourself into even deeper trouble with me. Thank me when this is all over.
I'm just always 60% accurate. Always. The threat, or rather the threatening word in the messages sent to Natasha is simply whore. It's brief, but says a lot regardless.
Just one more thing, Sonny.
Natasha?
Please, come to 37 Rochester Street in Flower Town tonight. I'd like to show you something that could be of a great help in your investigation.
What could that be?
I was afraid this was coming. Why there? Why not here and now?
It's something I keep hidden there. I won't take the risk of Ibn or one of his men seeing it.
Isn't Ibn too dangerous to keep secrets from?
Sonny, a woman is naked without her secrets.
Don't picture that.
I knew you would understand.
Oh yeah, I understand everything. So, when do we meet? The night is almost over.
I'll be there in an hour. Don't be early, and don't be too late.
Look, Natasha, you know...
Please, this is very important to me.
Sure, I get it. I'll be there.
Thank you.
Until later, Natasha.
Goodbye, Sonny.
Are we gonna get kicked out now? Let's see what we've got. Yeah, we stole the bottle. And this is the key to that place she invited me to, right?
Come to daddy, darling.
Oh boy, I shouldn't have taken that, probably. Good old Fromer must know something about Natasha that could be important for the case, but he won't talk until I meet her. He seemed a bit nervous. It must be something really significant. Right, I need to talk to him. Ibn's trying very hard to change the subject when it comes to the threats. He obviously knows more than he's willing to tell. Natasha is afraid and her fear is genuine, but she isn't telling me everything regardless, and I don't like it. Natasha has invited me to her weekend house to show me something. In any other situation, I would be glad about it, but in this case, I'm worried. The threat, or rather the threatening word, was simply whore. Yeah, okay. I saw that. Yeah, oh. I wanted to show you. This is the guy I was talking about. Little, yeah, it is a hedgehog. Special feature. I hate him. That's the cute little one. Right. Do we have more of... No, this is all. This is all. Alright.
Calling Booze darling, it's kind of weird, don't you think?
Says someone who calls his gun collection his harem.
Touché. I'll shut it.
Good birdie.
Well?
Weren't you supposed to be waiting in the car?
I was bored to tears, Sonny. I also thought maybe something happened to you.
You thought Natasha had eaten me alive, huh?
Well, who knows? You're such a fragile little thing.
I'm too old for this, Marty.
Then next time, leave the dangerous predators to me.
I didn't mean that, Marty. I meant you.
Oh.
Alright, yeah, there was still people that I wanted to talk to. Henchman.
This guy is certainly not a gangster henchman.
Of course he's not.
Excuse me, pal. My name is Santino Featherland.
He's stylish.
Gabriel, what do you want? Chickens.
Do you happen to know where Mr. Wessler went?
Do you take me for a fool? Get out of here while I'm in a good mood, birds.
Okay. Thanks, big boy.
Alrighty. He's nobody. Fox fella. Oh, is that the girl who came looking for me? Good night, Joda. Sleep well. Why are felines loves? I do not know.
A fox is a wolf who sends flowers.
What?
Oh, nothing. I read it somewhere.
Fascinating. I didn't know you could read.
Ha ha ha. Very funny. You know, Sonny, I love Laura, and I swear I'm gonna marry her one day. But I gotta admit, that Natasha woman has turned even my head.
The devs are from Romania. Oh. I'm not sure that still explains it. The other races seem to have different accents.
I wouldn't mess with Laura if I were you, pal. Wouldn't even think about it. There are few women as dangerous as her. And not just because she's a predator.
You're telling me.
I think we've talked to everyone now. Let's talk to this guy again.
So, have you talked to Natasha?
In fact, yes. She was, kind of mysterious.
I bet she was. You know, I've never abandoned a case before. Not voluntarily, anyway.
You're, too old for this shit, huh?
What animal is Laura? We don't know.
As you say, pal.
That's exactly how I felt, too.
Before you leave, take this and examine it closely.
What is it?
The reason I've decided all of this is not worth it for me.
Wow, that sounds encouraging.
Take care of yourselves, guys. This case, maybe it goes deeper than you'd think.
Oh, that makes my feathers stand on end.
Old croakers. You're safe while I'm here. Okay, I didn't say anything.
Yeah, we can ask him stuff, but first let me see what we got. Huh?
We stepped into it, didn't we?
There's a list of names and numbers.
We stepped into it, didn't we? Of all that's furry, what kind of a list is this?
Exactly. I have no idea, but I don't even want to find out.
Those names, all top dogs. Maybe they play cards together.
Sure, that's very likely. Anyway, I pried this list out of a dead man's hand. Somebody dropped him outside the forest, a few miles from the Wessler residence.
Ibn Wessler residence?
I should have known she was keeping secrets.
Keeping secrets? She's the secret herself.
Thanks, Filmar. This could be important.
Don't thank me. Maybe I've just signed your death warrant.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Ah, oh, shut up, Marty.
Can we still ask him? Yeah.
The truth is, Ibn's a dirty bastard, but he's likable. It must be his charisma that snared Natasha.
Maybe there's more to it than simple wild love.
Who knows? Animals commit the dirtiest of deeds for wild love.
You've got a point. We stepped into it, didn't we?
That's an understatement. All of these names
belong to the upper crust. Yeah, I noticed.
It's only some sex cult, if you're lucky.
Don't even go there, Marty.
Yeah, all right.
Wonderful girl. Either I'm gonna kill her or I'm beginning to like her.
That's funny. I swear I've heard that before.
To be honest, me too.
So, Natasha invited us to her weekend house.
That's either very good news or very bad news.
50%. That's not that bad, is it?
That's an admirable attitude.
Attitude, yeah, he's got that. Most of the time, I think that's all he's got.
Hey.
Who is this woman anyway? She's like Ibn's shadow. Nobody knows anything about her.
I don't know if she has anything to do with the case, but it's worth keeping an eye on her anyway.
More women, more trouble.
Hey!
You already fantasizing.
Even the sight of young women make me tired. Anyway, most people say she's the rat's lover too. But next to Natasha, I doubt he'd want her. Anyway, Pussycat would have already torn her to shreds.
Could be.
Alrighty. Men are exhausting too. Yeah. People. You tire yourself out. Yeah. Okay, I don't think it works. Alright, I think that's that. Next we go to the weekend house.
Well, if there's one thing I'd learned during 20 years of detective work, it's that if someone wants to meet you at a remote location at night, you should bring an army for backup. One time, me and Marty were stupid enough to underestimate a situation like that, and we never really recovered. And yet, here we were again, about to step alone into something hauntingly familiar.
Why was there a white feather? Like
Only
Marty's?
one tactic remained, as the old dogs say. Balls to the wall.
Right?
This place gives me the creeps.
Alright.
I wouldn't say I like it either.
Let's take a look around before we go inside.
Textbook.
Textbook.
I'm telling you, it's a trap.
Shut up, Marty.
Alrighty. Oh, it's time to go to bed, finally. I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. This is fun to play. I like it. That's like, it's chill. It's very chill and entertaining. It's unique. Yes. Yes. Too bad. Kind of like it doesn't fit well because it's so chill. That, like I've already been very tired today, so sorry about all the yawning. It's not because of the game. It's just been one of those days. I'm excited to continue this. It's interesting. Yeah, I'm curious to know more. How does one exit the game? All right.